Hi, I'm Laura DiPaolo, and you've made it to one of the most exciting moments in this first-time homebuyer journey. You've found the house, you love the neighborhood, and it checks 80% of your boxes. Now comes the part that actually gets you the keys, making an offer. But before we talk strategy, I need to say something really important. Just because your lender pre-approved you for a certain amount, it doesn't mean you should spend every penny of it, because life happens. The roof needs replacing, your car breaks down, your hours get cut, you need a safety net. So here's what I want you to do. Look at that pre-approval number and then pull back. Give yourself breathing room. Make sure the house you're offering on fits comfortably within your budget with a cushion for the unexpected. That peace of mind is worth more than stretching the absolute limit. Okay, now let's talk about how to actually structure that offer, because here's the thing, not all offers are created equal. How you structure your offer, what you're willing to negotiate on, and how competitive you position yourself all depend on two critical factors: the market you're in and how long that house has been sitting on the market. And underneath it all, there's something really important to remember. This is all about balance. At the end of the day, when you both reach the closing table, the goal is that both you and the seller feel good about the deal. Let me explain how that works. First, let's talk about market conditions. Are we in a seller's market where homes are flying off the shelves in days? Or are we in a buyer's market where homes are sitting for weeks or even months? This changes everything about your strategy. In a hot seller's market, homes are getting multiple offers. Your offer needs to stand out, but not in a way that's unreasonable. That might mean putting down a larger earnest money deposit to show you're serious. It might mean being flexible with your closing timeline. You're competing, yes, but you're also showing the seller that you're a reliable partner in this transaction. In a buyer's market, you have leverage. Homes aren't moving quickly. Sellers are motivated. You can ask for more, but remember, a seller who feels pressured into a bad deal might back out or drag their feet at closing. Balance means you ask for what's fair given the market, not everything you can get away with. Now let's talk about days on market. This is your secret weapon when understanding the seller's mindset. If a home just hit the market 2 days ago in a desirable neighborhood, that seller is feeling confident. They might get multiple offers. You need to be competitive and clean in your offer. If that same home has been sitting on the market for 60, 80, or 100 days, the seller is getting nervous. They've already turned down offers, or the market just hasn't responded yet. That is your opening. You have more negotiating power here, and you can ask for more seller concessions. You could be stricter with your contingencies because the seller needs to close this deal. So here's how to structure an offer that works for your situation. Every offer has the same basic components. Your purchase price, obviously. Then there's the earnest money deposit, which shows you're in good faith. You're putting skin in the game. And in competitive markets, bump this up. In slower markets, keep it reasonable. Next is your contingencies. These are your outs. An inspection contingency means you can walk away if major issues pop up or for really any reason at all, and it does not need to be disclosed to the seller. An appraisal contingency protects you if the home appraises for less than you're offering, and a financial contingency gives you time to lock in your mortgage. These are your safety nets, and they matter. In a hot market, sellers might ask you to waive them or shorten the time frame. Think carefully before you do that, though. In a buyer's market, keep them all. You've earned the right to be cautious. Then there's your closing timeline. Are you asking for 30 days to close, 60? In a seller's market, faster is better. Sellers love certainty and speed. In a buyer's market, take your time. You need it for inspections, appraisals, and your financing to lock in. Finally, ask yourself what matters most. Is your closing date flexible? Can you do a quick close to beat out other offers? Are you willing to do a post-closing occupancy where the sellers stay a few weeks after closing? These are negotiating tools. Use them strategically based on what the market tells you. And my biggest piece of advice, do not get emotionally attached to the price. Get emotionally attached to the strategy. If you're in a seller's market and that home is hot, you might need to offer above asking to win. That's the market. If you're in a buyer's market and that home has been sitting, you might offer below asking because you have leverage. That's the market too. Read the situation. Talk to your realtor about comparable sales, market trends, and what similar homes are actually selling for. Then make a smart, strategic offer based on facts, not feelings. And remember, an offer just isn't a number, it is a complete package. Your earnest money, your contingencies, closing timeline, your willingness to work with the seller, all of it sends a message. In a competitive market, you're saying, I'm serious, I'm ready, I'm reliable. In a softer market, you're saying, I'm thorough, I'm cautious, and I'm a safe bet. Both approaches work when they match the moment. And through it all, keep that balance in mind. You want a deal where both sides feel respected and satisfied. Once your offer is accepted, we move into inspections, appraisals, and getting your financing locked in tight. But that's for the next video. For now, focus on this. Stay within your comfortable budget, understand your market, know your days on market, and structure an offer that positions you to win while keeping that balance in mind. Ready to make that offer? Let's talk. Give me a call or send me a message. I'm here to help you navigate every step. This is Laura DePaulo with eXp Realty, and I will see you in the next video.